Hey guys, it's me back with another video. Today I wanted to talk regarding the main reason why I left CSGO for Valorant, and that's the VAC system, the Valve Anti-Cheat. Many people know that VAC is extremely ineffective in detecting cheaters, and there has been a rise in cheaters recently, especially since the game went free to play in 2018. VAC. What is VAC? VAC is basically an anti-cheat by Valve. It is an automated system designed to detect cheats installed on computers. If a user connects to a VAC secured server from a computer with identifiable cheats, mark that point, okay? Identifiable cheats installed, then the VAC system will ban the user from playing the game on VAC secured servers in the future. The VAC system reliably detects cheats. By reliability, I think they mean that VAC has very less false positive rates. And that's what reliability here means. A very important thing that not many people are aware of is the fact that you can report new cheats, especially private cheats, to Valve themselves through their email address. I can guarantee you 99% of the player base is not aware of all this, but yes, if you do not know, if you found new cheats, you can detect and you can send them to Valve themselves. VAC basically had two versions, and the first version of VAC seems to be a very good version. But the second version, which is the current version, seems to have a logic behind it. The first version of VAC, what happened was any ban took force almost instantly after being detected, and the cheater had to wait 2 years to have their content banned. The second version, however, cheaters are not banned automatically. With the second version, Valve instituted a policy of delayed bans. That's why when a cheater is spotted, they don't get banned instantly. It takes them several days, sometimes even months, to get banned. The theory is that once a new hack is developed which circumvents the VAC system, it will spread amongst the cheating community by delaying the initial ban by approximately 3 to 4 weeks. Valve hopes to identify and ban as many cheaters as possible. The problem is, this needs to be changed. You made the game free to play. This cannot be the same system here. People are going to get banned and they're just going to come back with another account instantly. And creating a delayed ban, it hurts the fair CSGO community more than the cheater community. The fair community has to face the cheaters for 3 to 4 weeks constantly, every single game. It gets annoying, irritating. It just gets annoying. So, here it's also written, in 2017, Valve has been implementing deep learning systems known as the VACnet to detect cheaters with more certainty and deliver them to the Overwatch system. That's another point to be noted. I'll get back to that in a minute. VAC's success at identifying cheats and banning those who use them has also provided a boost in the purchasing of private cheats. These cheats are updated frequently to minimize the risk of detection and are generally only available to a trusted list of recipients who collectively promise not to reveal the workaround. That's why some cheaters do not get banned. So there is another class of cheats called kernel level cheats. Basically, kernel is a software, an operating system core software that acts as a bridge between the softwares on the system and the hardwares, and it does the managing of the hardware stuff. So basically, it's the bridge between any software and the CPU and memory. So if a software wants access to a CPU or memory, it has to go through the kernel. It has to make system calls to the kernel and other stuffs. Some cheats, what they do is they attach themselves to the kernel directly. So any requests they need goes directly, and the detection of the cheats would be very difficult. They could modify memory, they could modify the addresses of memory, so they can fake where the cheats are present in the memory. They can pretend that the cheats are not existent. Like they can send the information to VAC that, oh, you want to know the information about this memory location? I'm going to give you a fake information. That's what kernel can do if it's being hijacked. Valve tried to counter this in 2014, a long time ago. Here you can see, in February 2014, rumors spread that the system was monitoring websites users had visited by accessing their DNS cache, which is an intrusion of privacy. But Gabe Newell responded through Reddit, clarifying that the purpose of the check was to act as a secondary countermeasure to detect kernel level cheats, and that it affected fewer than 0.1% of clients checked, which resulted in 570 bans. As of May 2016, the system began banning accounts that were registered with the same phone number. This we know. The system has been criticized for failing to detect LMAO box, which was a popular cheat program for Team Fortress 2 until 2016 May, which resulted in a wave of bans. Probably the same concept of delayed bans. Annoying. Continuing the post. This was a statement. WAC checked for the presence of kernel level paid cheats. If they were detected, WAC then checked to see which cheat DRM server was being contacted. This second check was done by looking for a partial match to those non-web cheat DRM servers in the DNS cache. If found, then hashes of the matching DNS entries were sent to the WAC servers. The match was double-checked on our servers, and then the client was marked for a future ban. Less than 0.1% of a clients triggered the second check. 570 cheaters are being banned as a result. All these efforts of WAC needs to be changed, as I said, because of game going free to play. Simply banning a person is not enough because they're just going to come back again and again. Anyway, according to Newell, this particular effort lasted all of 13 days before cheat developers found a way around it. So they're no longer doing it, maybe. Kernel level cheats are expensive to create and they are expensive to detect. Our goal is to make them more expensive for cheaters and cheat creators than the economic benefits they can reasonably expect to gain. The problem is, Valve, on a large scale, massive scale, if they're selling these cheats, they're gonna gain the profit like very quickly. And especially with the introduction of Chinese players who have lots of money lying around, buying the skin, manipulating the entire skin economy and stuff, I'm pretty sure they can buy these cheats that you want, that you think they can't. Let's talk about Overwatch. Most of you guys know what Overwatch is. Overwatch is where players can review cases and report them and flag them for being a cheater or not. Well, the thing is, recently a lot of many things happened. Hackers are abusing CSGO's Overwatch system to manipulate bans. The CSGO hacking community has been using a way to manipulate Overwatch cases to avoid getting banned, or in some cases, grief banning innocent people through private cheating services. Wow, it's incredible that cheaters are able to do this. Basically, if you have this service, you can find your case in Overwatch with your Steam ID, and you can report yourself as innocent rather than being a cheater. And you can do this with any Steam ID. Like, you're banned for being good. That's a big problem with Overwatch. Overwatch is corrupted and frauded. They have to do something about this. Because of this, VACnet would be ineffective. Because VACnet detects cheaters, sends them to Overwatch for judging. But if Overwatch is being judged by cheaters themselves who wants to not get banned, then what? You can see here, in some cases, this has led to false Overwatch results that can ban legits. Jacob Pimp, who is a popular CSGO streamer, got banned. Eric Fromm got banned as well. Interesting. This is why many pro players and big streamers are not playing matchmaking right now. They're playing only Faceit and stuff. And you can see here, basically Sparkles did an interview with the cheater and he was the one who said regarding this to him. Before this, not many people were aware of this. And yeah, interesting. This has been going on for a long time. But another troubling aspect is that hackers can similarly use this method to keep Overwatch from striking their accounts. I do not wake up in the morning wondering if I'm going to get banned, even after really cheeky couple games, because at this point, I can't see how I'm going to even get banned. This guy has thousands of dollars of skins, by the way, and he cheats openly. It's crazy. CSGO hackers blacklist their names from these Overwatch bots so they do not get banned themselves. The effectiveness and the prevalence of the system essentially negates the meaningful tools the CSGO devs have to combat hackers, like the VACnet. It negates the use of it at this point. One of the reasons for this is that Overwatch doesn't really hide the player names. You can see here, by using a third-party network traffic app, you can easily get a direct link to Overwatch case downloads that has every player's name in the lobby on full display. KC agreed that a meaningful first step to combat that many CSGO hackers is to make Overwatch cases truly anonymous. Though that would only be the initial adaptation Valve would have to make to really solve the problem with Counter-Strike's hackers. And you can see here, many people have gotten false banned. 2.5k hours, 6 to 10k hours, 16 years of playing, 2 months a pass. Oh my god. Another step that they introduced was the trusted mode, which has also been ineffective. Cheaters have managed to bypass trusted mode within 30 minutes of its beta release. Ridiculous. Trusted mode basically restricts the type of programs and files that can be interacted with the game. It blocks the third-party files from interacting with the game. How does trusted mode help fight against cheaters? Some applications interact with CSGO by injecting directly into the game process. This method is used by common applications like Discord, Overwolf, etc., as well as cheats. They can vastly improve cheat prevention by restricting injections altogether, as opposed to determining whether an injection is a cheat or not. The solution is to provide a way to play without foreign applications injections, and then update our policy to include WAC banning for any targeted process tampering. Trusted mode gives players a way to launch CSGO and ensure that they do not accidentally run software that injects into the game. While in trusted mode, software that normally would inject into CSGO is rejected because CSGO has protected itself. Any injections that occur are not accidental and therefore subject to a WAC ban. Thing is, because of this, applications like Discord overlays, Wolf overlays, and OBS has not been working for a long time, and pro players have been disabling trusted mode to play on faces and stuff, which is quite obvious. I mean, our matchmaking is now trash right now. So I hope you understood why WAC is trash and why Valve's attempts to prevent cheaters are being wasted. WAC's policy of delayed bans is a bit bad, I think. It hurts the community more than it hurts the cheaters. That's a given fact. And then they introduced Overwatch. Unfortunately, Overwatch is thwarted. They have to fix Overwatch right now, immediately. Otherwise, the efforts of WACnet, which detects cheaters and puts them into the Overwatch system, would be negated. Trusted mode requires a bit more research and a bit more improvement because cheaters have found a way to manipulate and bypass trusted mode. And the reason why Valve doesn't want to introduce better anti-cheat and they are trying to use Overwatch and trusted mode, etc. stuff is because Valve has a policy of not having a privacy intrusive anti-cheat. Anti-cheats like Vanguard have direct access to the kernel and they can do anything with your system if they want to. But with reliable companies, it's a pretty good anti-cheat. Vanguard is a pretty good anti-cheat. I haven't played against hackers in a long time. Very long time. Fact is, Valve doesn't want to introduce like anti-cheats like Vanguard who are very user intrusive. They want a system that is not user intrusive that keeps people happy. If they switch their policy and move to a user intrusive anti-cheat, the whole community will have a problem with it and it's gonna go downhill. Especially now, since CSGO is at an all-time high, they wouldn't do that much of a risk to change their anti-cheat. It's me, Selflow, discussing about WAC. See you guys later. Peace.